Our ability to accept or decline something is a fundamental form of human interaction, deeply ingrained in our survival instincts. When we desire something and are met with a negative response, we may feel disappointed or frustrated, as rejection is universally unpleasant. This awareness that our refusal can upset others often makes us hesitant to say no. We understand the discomfort of rejection firsthand, and this empathy can make it challenging to deny requests from others. However, this fear of saying no not only restricts our ability to clearly communicate our true intentions and wishes, but it can also lead us to take on tasks or obligations that we do not genuinely want. This goes against our own preferences and desires, causing us to experience the very frustration and disappointment we aim to avoid. Furthermore, when we engage in activities we are reluctant to do, there's a significant chance that we'll perform them poorly or with a lack of enthusiasm. Our unwillingness often results in outcomes that are counter to our intentions. In these cases, agreeing to things we don't want can have the opposite effect of what we initially hoped for. In the realm of interpersonal communication, where every word carries significance, mastering the art of saying no without elaborate explanations is both subtle and impactful. Although it may seem straightforward, the act of saying no involves a deeper complexity beyond mere refusal. It becomes a journey of self-discovery and self-assertion, where saying no is not just a form of rejection, but a statement of personal independence and self-respect. In a society that frequently emphasizes conformity, where saying yes is often viewed as a means to gain acceptance and appreciation, opting not to justify your no can appear as a quiet act of defiance. Yet this choice signifies acknowledging the inherent worth of your decisions, boundaries, and choices, underscoring that they don't need validation from others. Saying no without explaining is a powerful statement of self-respect and independence. It shows that you trust your own judgment and don't need to feel guilty or obligated to please others. You have the right to prioritize your own needs and well-being, and you don't need to explain your decisions to anyone. Adopting this practice opens the door to more genuine and clear relationships, where communication is founded on mutual respect rather than on a need for compliance or justification. In this video, we delve into how the practice of saying no without providing reasons can change the way you interact with the world. We will dispel common misconceptions about this approach and provide guidance on how to integrate it into your everyday life, thereby enhancing your relationships and reinforcing your independence. This is a path towards more genuine communication, emphasizing your authentic voice. Stay with us until the end to grasp the lesson of this narrative, which will illustrate how learning to say no without justifying yourself will not damage your relationships with those you care about. In fact, this method can actually strengthen and enhance these vital connections. Please concentrate on the content presented. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the like button. Let's go. In a society where assertiveness often takes a backseat to excessive politeness, learning to say no without giving justifications becomes an empowering skill, almost revolutionary in nature. Imagine a person who is naturally compassionate and always eager to help. Yet, they struggle with the fear of disappointing others, believing that saying no might come across as rude or selfish. Like an artist who chooses only gentle colors to satisfy everyone, this individual steered clear of the boldness of no in their range of social interactions. However, this approach was draining. They often felt overwhelmed, accepting responsibilities and favors that went beyond what they could reasonably handle. They were like a boat being pulled by unwelcome currents, feeling lost and disconnected from their own needs and wants. Colleagues, neighbors, and friends frequently asked for favors that were never returned. Caught in a cycle of constant giving and not receiving, they were trying hard to satisfy everyone but themselves. Seeking advice, they turned to a knowledgeable elder in their community. During their conversation, they discussed their challenges, pondering how to decline requests without feeling the need to provide reasons and how to establish limits without appearing impolite. The wise elder, calm and composed, advised, refusing without giving explanations is a form of self-respect. It's not about turning someone down, but about affirming your own priorities. You don't need a long list of excuses to guard your time and energy. Use simple phrases like, "No, thank you," or "I can't commit to that." Be straightforward and clear, yet always remain polite. This person understood that saying no is like setting clear personal limits, similar to marking your own space on a map. They began applying this principle in their daily life. For instance, they told their neighbor, "Sorry, I can't take care of your dog this weekend." To a friend, they said, "I'm not able to lend money at the moment." Initially, they worried about people's reactions. However, to their surprise, they discovered that others respected them more for their honesty. In fact, some people even expressed appreciation for their straightforwardness. Just like a gardener learns to cut back plants that have grown too much, they learned it's important to look after their own needs. This new approach wasn't easy. There were times when feelings of guilt and fear crept in, echoing past beliefs. However, every time they said no, it reinforced their belief in its importance. They recognized that prioritizing their needs wasn't selfishness, but a crucial equilibrium. In putting themselves first, they weren't diminishing the importance of others, but rather acknowledging their own worth. They thought that saying no without giving reasons felt very freeing, almost like hearing a song about freedom. By safeguarding their time and energy, they not only maintained their well-being, but also created room for more fulfilling relationships and activities that genuinely brought happiness. It was in these instances that others truly recognized their value. This short tale serves as a reminder that sometimes the strongest statement we can make is a straightforward but firm no. While the emphasis of this content is on the power of no, it's crucial to use this ability wisely and thoughtfully. I will elaborate on this topic further to equip you with more strategies for your personal growth. These strategies will help you make life choices that bring positive experiences and people into your orbit. Managing the complexities of human interactions requires a steady balancing act between saying yes and no. These words, though seemingly straightforward, have a profound impact on various aspects of our lives, including our relationships, career, and personal health. Knowing when to agree or refuse is an essential skill that enables us to lead a more genuine and fulfilling life. I'll provide some examples of how you can apply this decision-making in your everyday life. It's good to say yes when it agrees with what you believe and what you want to achieve. When an opportunity or request aligns with your core beliefs or aids in progressing towards your goals, agreeing can be a significant and impactful decision. For example, consider lifelong learning. If it's important to you, taking on a challenging assignment at work can positively affirm and foster your personal and professional development. Similarly, agreeing to spend quality time with friends or family is beneficial. It can also be rewarding to offer support in their times of need. These actions can significantly enhance and deepen your relationships. Encourages self-care and joy. Agreeing to something that provides happiness, relaxation, or overall well-being is a way of practicing self-care. This could be as straightforward as accepting an invitation for a nature walk or engaging in a favorite hobby. On the other hand, refusing is essential when it protects your well-being or moral integrity. If a request or circumstance poses a risk to your mental or physical health or challenges your ethical principles, saying no is not just suitable, it's vital. For instance, declining involvement in an activity that conflicts with your ethical values or is too demanding is a form of refusal that safeguards your fundamental character. In situations where you're always catering to the needs of others at the expense of your own, it may be necessary to reassess and potentially refuse. Leads to bitterness or fatigue. If agreeing to certain demands or circumstances results in resentment or tiredness, it's an unmistakable indication that a no is needed. In saying no, you're prioritizing your own energy and emotional well-being. To effectively balance the use of yes and no, employ these strategies. Self-reflection. Pause to contemplate your feelings towards a request or chance. If it triggers negative emotions or stress, it's probably an indicator to refuse. Assessing priorities. Evaluate if the request is in line with your present priorities. If it doesn't align with your current important matters, saying no is probably the right choice. Trust your feelings. Usually, if something doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. Evaluate the long-term effects. Reflect on the potential outcomes of agreeing or declining. If saying yes has a positive long-term effect and resonates with your objectives, it may be the correct decision. If not, it's worth rethinking. In conclusion, the skill of adeptly saying yes or no is an essential part of understanding oneself and being assertive. By deliberately deciding when to agree or deny, we're not just controlling our time and resources, we're also directing our life's path. This balance is nuanced, yet through practice and self-examination, we can learn to make decisions that genuinely mirror our identity and values. Thank you for watching. Please share this video to assist us in creating new content and to disseminate this knowledge further. I will provide additional material that delves deeper into related subjects. Looking forward to seeing you soon.